Hi guys, I've got some new wheels to fit to my bike at the moment. They look really nice, but I'm going to try and get these wheels fitted to my Capra. At the moment I'm just running the standard E13 front and back wheels, but I just fancied something a little bit wider. Also have some of these nice Stans Flow Mk3 rims, because it's all nicely taped up at the minute. Slightly wider, 29mm internal width, with some Bitex hubs, built by JRA, just riding along. Some really nice wheels, so we're going to get these fitted to the bike, see what difference it makes to the profile of these tyres. Let's just have a look at the profile at the minute. So these are the E13s. This has got a 2.5 shorty on. It'd be interesting to see what sort of profile it gives that tyre once the wheels are fitted. Back up as well. So I'll take a similar shot once that's all done. Really nice wheels, you can't beat new stuff. Stans Flow rims, Mk3 rims, Bitex hubs, 6-point engagement apparently. Does sound really nice, nice smooth bearings. As I say, you can't beat new stuff. They do look nice and wide and robust, they're quite light. So it'll be good once these are fitted just to see what they feel like. So let's get cracking. First things first, let's get this off. Okay, that's that. Then we need to get the tyres off. Anyone who's played around with tubeless tyres before knows that can sometimes be not very straightforward when it comes to cold weather and tight rims. It's that one, might as well do this one as well. So, you probably will get some fluid sloshing around in the bottom. Sounds nice. Still good wheels. Just fancy something wider. Give these a wash off. Next one. That's it. Right. Oh, yeah, it's cold. Right, so I think I'm ready to go with fitting the tyres onto the new wheels. Just to show you the equipment that I tend to use. I've been doing this quite a few years. So over the years I've sort of amassed equipment that I know can help with fitting tubeless tyres. So you've got a track pump obviously, specialised blast, which is basically pump it up to a high pressure, and then you release the air into the valve and it blasts the tyre up quickly, and it can help the rims, the beads seat on the rims. Tyre levers obviously. I've also got Stans injector, because I'm going to put some Stans fluid in to try and prevent punctures. That's always worked really well. I found that this injector, you inject it into the valve core, works really well and a bit less messy as well. There's the cassettes off the bike, and then I've also got some tubeless Stans valves. One thing that's I tend to find over the years is that you can get leakage around the actual valves more than anywhere else. So what I tended to do, years ago I bought this really useful kit from Aldi for O-rings kit, and they just happen to have these really small ones in, which I've found ever so handy for putting on the inside and outside of the valves just to stop them leaking. It tends to stop them pretty well, so I'm going to put those in as well. We've also got, obviously the tyres are there, and a bucket of soapy water just to put around the bead and around the rim. That tends to help them to seat on the rims as well. I've had a few nightmares over the years seating tyres onto various rims. I think from what I gather, the Stans one's supposed to be pretty good, so I'm hoping all will go well. The other thing I tend to do is get a valve core removal tool and actually use the blaster with the valve core removed. It tends to get the air in much faster than just using a track pump. But again, it depends on the rim tyre combination. So, right, I'm going to crack on. So, always important to line the logo up with the valve, or for some people it is. I tend to find it handy just for figuring out where the valve is. It doesn't help that it's blooming freezing out here still. Oh, that was fairly straightforward. So yeah, just give it a bit of a press down, make sure it's all sort of evened out a bit. So that's on, that's good, that was fairly straightforward. Do the other one as well while we're at it. That's seriously tight and very cold. See how tight this is? It's just crazy sometimes getting these tyres on. Sometimes it can help to actually warm the tyres up. There we go. Whew. This is where I realised I put it on the wrong way around or something. Let's have a look. Bloody hope not. So, be interesting to see if I can just blast this up without using the valve core tool. So with this tool, you pump it right up to 140 psi. Bit of soapy water around the rim, tend to find helps. Quite sure why, but in my experience, does seem to make a bit of a difference. Whack this on. And then you unleash it. Hopefully it'll seat. Ooh. They've seated quite nicely on there. That's pretty good, I'm impressed with that. That's gone up without any issues. I'm just gonna, what I do now, I can't see any leaks of it. Anyway, it's not quite seated in some areas, you can just see the water bubbling around the rim. So I'm gonna see if I can just whack it up using the track pump a little bit more. Yep, lovely. Okay, those bearings feel sweet. So, now I've got to let all the air out again to put the stands in. But I'm going to do the other wheel first, I think, before I do that. More pumping. So this thing definitely makes it easier to get the tyres on the rim, in my experience. I used to do it just with the track pump. There'd be times when it just would not seat. but this thing is generally pretty successful. Seems to have seated quite nicely. Can't see any leaks around the rim. I'm just going to whack it up to pressure. So in the past I've had to take the valve core out and whack pressure in that way to get air in faster, but I think because these valves are new, it's not gunked up by Stans fluid, so it seems to have gone in absolutely no problem without the valve core being removed, so that's a bonus. More pumping. Pretty safe to say that that's seating okay. Quick check. Lovely. So, next step, just going to put some Stans fluid in. You don't necessarily need to put Stans in, but I've always put it in with Tubeless. Stans can help to prevent punctures. So, last thing, give them a bit of a shake and a turn, get the fluid sloshing about in there a bit, then just get it spinning, and that should be that. I've put them up to 40 for now. All I need to do after that is fit the brake discs from my other wheels and the cassette ready to roll. So I'm going to be testing these on their first ride, hopefully next weekend over in Wales. So that'll be a good test for it, and see what difference I can feel in terms of grip and stiffness of the wheels, so that'll be good. Good stuff. So after quite a lot of faffing about, managed to get the discs and the cassette on, the XD cassette. Seems to have sealed and staying up well so far, but we'll see how it is come the morning. They look like really nice wheels, sort of stealth look to them. They do seem to have given the tyres a bit more of a, maybe a bit more squared off profile. They certainly look like bigger tyres. On these rims, it's probably just my imagination. But yeah, they look nice. So, bike's ready to be tested out in Wales next week, hopefully. So, hope that gives you a bit more info on setting up Tubeless. They look like really good wheels, highly recommended so far, but see how they get on when I ride them next week in Wales.